What's up, guys? Hold up. I'll be with you. Hold up. People are here? Good. Good, my brothers. Been a fucking day for me, bro. How are my felonious brothers? Michael O'Neill. What's up, brother? Have you I don't remember seeing your name in this chat before. Have you I guess you've been here before though, right? Oh man. I'll tell let me more let some people get in here and I'll talk about it, man. Okay. Let like at least 10 people or so get in here and I'll talk about it, man. You know. I only work for these people one day a week. Okay. Yeah, I think vaguely remember your name, dude. You know what I mean? I want to make sure people are here so I don't have to repeat the story and shit. Free up space. Hold up a minute. I'm trying to fix my see me, but I'm trying to free up some space in my computer so that I can okay. Now I can get back to my live stream. All right. Yeah. Because there were all right, so I'm back. I'm back. Oh shit, what happened? Am I back yet? Oh fuck. What are you doing, man? What the fuck are you doing? Oh shit. No, I've got to the password in. Ah, wait a minute. I got to get my phone. Christ, man. Wait for me. Wait for me. Oh God, what's going on here? What the hell? What happened here, man? What the fuck is going on, bro? Google notification. Where the fuck is the Google notification? Where the fuck is it? Come on. Where's the notification, motherfucker? Oh man, you're making this crazy for me. Come on, where is this fucking thing? Where the fuck is it? Come on, you fucking fag. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? They're making this fucking almost impossible for me to get back into this fucking thing. Where is it? You sick dick sucking motherfucker. Get your ass. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Christ, you fucking piece of shit. I can't find the fucking thing, man. Ah, you faggot. Keep watching. I'll be back. Yes, it's me, motherfucker. Yes. I'm back. Everybody's here now. Good. Fuck. What the fuck happened? Yeah, thank you, bro. What a fucking punk. Jesus. I don't even keep up with that drama, man. I really don't. I don't keep up with that shit. But listen, man, I try to clear my so I can get better reception on my computer, and drove me crazy. I don't know if you guys heard me screaming and shit, but I was fucking mad, dude. Like, okay, let me tell you what happened today. You guys ready? All right. Listen. So I go to work. On Sundays, I make between $150 and $180 delivering pizza for this pizza shop, right? And I'm a good delivery guy, you know. I'm really fast. I know everybody I've been doing this for years, and I'm just good at it, you know what I mean? I'm fast. People like me. It's good. It's good. So the boss's wife works with me on Sundays, and the boss ain't really there, right? But she has issues, like mental issues. Like she really doesn't like to be working. She'd rather be home with her kids or doing anything but working in that hot ass fucking, you know, up like she's making pizzas. You know how hot it is in one of these pizza in the back of a pizza shop next to a pizza oven. She couldn't lift the fucking all the dough and shit. I had to help her lift it. You know, it was like I couldn't even do it by myself. It was so heavy. And she was just you could just tell she didn't want to be working today, you know. A lot of times she comes in and she'll call out after half a day. She'll call her husband and say, "Come back in here. I can't take it anymore." Well, it was really bad today. I could tell from the very beginning of the day that she wasn't happy about having to come to work. All right, let's put it that way. Anyway, we got hit with a bunch of orders, and I'm going, I'm coming, I'm going, I'm coming, right? But the orders got backed up. Not no fault of mine. All I do is deliver the fucking things, right? So these people had ordered shit like 2 hours ago. And when I came back from doing some deliveries, I picked up what was remaining orders and I took them out. And the people said the shit was cold, and you know, they waited 2 hours, and why did it take so long? And you know, why is my food cold? And I said, listen, man, I picked it up 3 minutes ago. If that's how long it takes me to get here, 3 minutes. So I don't make this stuff. I just deliver it. You know what I mean? So anyway, when I get back to the store, she says, "You took 2 hours to deliver that shit, and the people are mad and they don't want to pay me now. I'm taking it out of your paycheck." I said, "What? You must be fucking crazy, motherfucker. I tell you what, I'm leaving right now and I ain't giving you the money, right?" So I take off. I got like $100 of their money, right? Like, you can't threaten me like that. Are you crazy? That's my money. You fucking no, not going for it. No, not me. I mean, I've had issues with people like this before, and we either work them out or somehow their car gets destroyed, and they know that, right? I try not to let it go that far, though. I don't want that to happen. I consider these people my friends, but when it comes to money, man, they get real stupid sometimes, and so do I, you know. So anyway, when I left, I called her husband up. I said, "Look, man, this bitch is crazy, right? Like, she's saying this, and it ain't really true, and I ain't giving you no 40 fucking dollars. So, like, you got to figure out what you want to do, because I got your money right now, you know." He said, "Well, come on in, pay the money and I'll pay you, and you can leave." I said, "Well, I'm okay with that. If you want me to leave, or even fire me. That's fine. I'm okay. But you're not taking my money, the money that I earned. I'm not. It's not coming out of my pay. I don't give a fuck what you say. You know. So anyway, I come in there, and this lying bitch said that it took me 2 hours to do a fucking delivery. I said, man, there's the camera. Go look at the fucking camera. The cameras tell you when I came and when I left, right? She don't want to look at the camera. What do you mean you don't want to look at this fucking camera right there? You want proof? Look at the fucking camera, right? So anyway, she got mad. She took the deliveries and left to do the deliveries. And I'm there with the boss and her sister. So the boss, Haxer's sister, said, what really happened? And her sister told her the truth. Said he didn't do nothing wrong. He came back, picked up the deliveries and took them. Yeah, they were late, but not because of him. He took them when they were ready to be taken. She just lied and made that shit up because she didn't want it falling on her. That's how fucking disgusting and stupid this fat bitch is, right? Yeah. So you follow what I'm saying? So I got my money and I checked the fuck out, you know. But so I came home early, you know, I didn't make the money that I usually make. I would have made a lot of money if I'd have stayed. I'd have been getting off right about now, and I'd have had between $150, $180, you know. As it was, I only left with like $60, man, you know. So that's the story, man. That's the fucking story, you know. Anyway, then I was watching American Greed just now, right? I don't know, man. Like that story about El Chapo, how he got caught and everything. Did you guys ever hear about the two brothers in Chicago that were working for him, that were making millions? Actually, like they made $2 billion in 3 years. $2 billion, right? But they got caught. Well, first of all, they tried to run. They went to Mexico, and they were hiding down there. And then they had this like, you know, the Bertrand organization against the Sinaloas, and they were caught in the middle, and they didn't want to get killed, so they came back to the United States. Yeah, the twins. Yeah, that's them. Yeah, so so they came back, man, and they got busted, and they worked for the feds and set El Chapo up, and they end up getting 14 years anyway. But considering that, you know, that's not bad considering the amount of money that they made for that organization, you know. And but their father ended up going down there to Guadalajara and getting killed. You know, he's disappeared. Oh yeah, man. Hey, them Mexicans will give you up quick, man. El Chapo offered to work for the feds. El Chapo wanted to make a deal with the feds. He said, look, I'll work for you guys if you'll give me a break. But he had done too much shit. They just wouldn't work with him anymore. You know, they said, man, nah, you're a little too fucking ugly for us to deal with, you know. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Dundee. They did a documentary with 50 Cent. What is it called? Let me know. I'm gonna look it up. Yes, sir. He ain't going nowhere, is he? Yeah, the dad was mad because they snitched. So they say that the dad like gave himself up to be killed to pay for the price of his son snitching. That's what they think. That he felt so bad that he turned over. He allowed himself to be taken and murdered. That's crazy, ain't it? But they had some fucking money, boy. Damn, Chicago must have been rocking with that good brown dope, man. Whew. Wow. That shit was wonderful. Now all they want to do is send fentanyl up here. Fucking scumbags. You know what I mean? I want to say that it was, bro. You know, I know where I'm gonna. I know where I'm gonna stay next time. I'm gonna stay at the Sherry Frontenac. It's a nice hotel on the beach, 65th Street. Very cheap, nice rooms. That's where I'm going next time. Sherry Frontenac. I mean, it's right on the beach, man. You know. Where would I find that? Where would I find that, Dundee? Under like Apple Podcasts or what? Alfie, what's up, brother? Did you hear my story, man? Did you hear my story, dude? They almost fired me. The boss, when I left today, he said, I don't want to fire you. Just leave now because she's really mad. I'll talk to her. But you know what? They did this to another guy. And they said that he was fucking up and he was doing this and that. And he told me he didn't really do nothing. Well, I didn't believe him, but now I do because this bitch is fucking crazy, man. It's like she'll fuck something up and then try to blame you for it. So it don't fall looking like she don't look like a bad like person or whatever, like a stupid motherfucker or whatever, you know. But yeah, don't play that shit, man. You don't take my fucking money. Not after I worked for it. I could find it on YouTube, huh? I'll look for it later. Hey, do you guys know anything about a movie called Straw? STRAW? Everybody's talking about it like it's the best movie of the year. I'm going to look for it tonight when I get done talking here. It's supposed to be real, like a real tearjerker or something, you know. People are just saying it's like the movie of the year. I'm gonna go. I might have to pay $3 or $4, but I'll watch it, you know. Oh man, I've watched her. Like she got mad at her mother, right? And sent her the wrong food order just in spite. That's how she is. She's a real dirty motherfucker, man. You know, she's a scumbag. People don't like her, man. Like I try to get along with her fat ass, but you know, they got two little twin girls, man. They're gorgeous little kids, man. And I don't know. I don't want to hate anybody, you know what I mean? But try not to. Did you guys watch that Killers of the Flower Moon movie? That was a that was a great movie, man. Killers of the Flower Moon. About 3.5 hours. Man, it was ridiculously beautiful. The women there were the prettiest I've ever seen in my life, dude. I mean, these were like top of the line babes. Like they were hot. And the crazy thing, what was it? A week that I spent, I don't know, on hotels. About 800 on hotels, 500 on, well, the flight down and back was $500, but I already had $400 invested with American Airlines. They owed me $400, so I didn't really pay. I paid 100 really, so about 800, and then car was about 400, and I spent like another 300. It's about 1,500. You know, wasn't that bad. What's up, Mike? Matt Spooner. What's up, Matt? Man, It was raining though, man. You guys seen how much rain was coming down? I wish I had gone in July or something, bro. Fucking got rained on the whole time, bro. That pissed me the fuck off, man. Oh, you seen it, Scott? Okay. Well, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Oh man, everybody's talking about it, you know. But I didn't. I mean, I barely heard anything about them twins. But what I just watched was very interesting. You know, I thought that was like one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. I didn't know. I didn't know the full story about them. I heard a little something about them, but I didn't know the whole story. I don't give a fuck if they fire me. It's only one day a week, you know. I worked Friday. I made $250 in one day. Oh, I was in Miami, bro. Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. Hallandale Beach. Where you live at, Arf? Where are you from, Arf? You say you're not in oh, you're in Toronto. Wow. Talk about cold weather. I would love to try Toronto, man. I would love to try Montreal, but not in the winter. Shoot. They don't allow felons to go up there anyway, you know. That means Trump shouldn't be up there either, right? They're not firing me. I'm just asking questions about it because my YouTube money, man, they're trying to hold it against me, you know. I'm working with them though. Fucking scumbags. Um, yeah, I got to work with them on this fucking SSI money. Uh, what was I going to say? I watch American. What the fuck is this? American. What the fuck do they call that? Not American Crimes, but I forget what it is. But it's really a good show. Usually I get 900 a month, a little about 950 a month. That's how much they give me. And that's not nearly enough. I mean, I gotta do other shit to make ends meet, you know. Um, I made 250. I made $150 in tips Friday, and another 100 in hours and deliveries, you know. So I mean, I can make good money delivering, and just can't let these people take advantage of me when they get a fucking bug up their ass, you know. PMS. Fuck, what is that anyway? No, I can't Uber, dude. I cannot Uber because of my criminal history. You can't when you got felonies and shit, they won't let you Uber, dude. They won't. Oh, they got the same deal here? I didn't know that. But I'll tell you something. I was in a prison in New York State called Raybrook. It's 60 miles from Montreal. And we used to have, what do you get, Alf? You get more than that? You get more than 950 a month, Alfie? You must have done more work. You must have a good work history and shit. Man, I just told the whole story, bro. John Doe, you weren't here? Did you not hear the whole story? Oh my God. So anyway, I never went there. But listen, we're 60 miles from Montreal. The prison is 60 miles from Montreal. And we used to have a lot of huh. So anyway, there were Canadian citizens that had been arrested in the United States. And they wanted to go back to Canada to do their time. And they have what they call the treaty transfer between Canada and the United States. We could send Canadians back to Canada and vice versa. Now, there was a guy named Ross Frechette. Ross went blind while he was in prison. It was sad. It was very sad. But he had 20 years for weed. He had a 20-year sentence for smuggling weed into Miami, right? And once he got that treaty transfer and went back to Canada, they let him out right away because now he's under Canadian guidelines, and Canadian guidelines for marijuana were very lenient. So he only ended up doing like 5 years on a 20-year sentence. If he'd have stayed in the United States, he would have did probably 17 years, So, guys that had drug sentences that did go back to Canada got really good breaks. But the problem was, if they ever come back to the United States, it's over with. You got to serve the rest of your time, What do you get? What? 2,200 English pounds. Wow. How much is that American, dude? That's good, man. Shit. I'd like to do that. Huh. I could live in Florida on that shit. A month. Oh, I know, but how much is... I know it's a month, but how much is it in American money? 22 what? How much does that relate? Is that euros or what? Yeah, right. My buddy did 26 and a half years for weed, bro. 26 and a half. I got murder, armed robberies, kidnapping. I did 29 and a half. You figure that one out, Stupid shit. 1,300 a month? Oh, I could live with that. He's saying it's about $3,000 a month. No, wait a minute. Who am I? Who am I supposed to believe here? Davey says it's $3,000. He knows. Okay. $3,000 I could do. Oh my God, that's great money, dude. American Greed. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah. That would 3,000 a month. You could live You could live a decent life. You could have yeah. You could have a decent. You can't do it on $950. No. Bothers me to a mother. I didn't have to wind up like this, man. I could have did a lot of different. I could have made enough money to get a decent pension because I got out when I was 50, and I just fucked around and did a lot of dumb shit, and I could have had a decent pension. I could have had $3,000 a month coming to me now if I wasn't such a dummy. You know. But anyway, guys. How old are you, Kai? Kia. Wait a minute, Kia. You're not living. This is Kia, not Kai, right? Kia, you're not living in Finland, are you? That's Kai. You're 60 and you're getting $2,400 a month. So you were making good money at one point in your life, because that's pretty damn good. You had a good job at one point in your life, and you worked for several years making good money. Because yeah, right, Alfie, and you're about my age, Alfie. What? How old are you, Alf? You're probably a little younger. I'm 72 this month. Yeah. Yeah, man. Story of our life. Didn't have to be this way, did it? Dummied up way too late. Fuck. All right. But I heard, man, that like there's a lot of people. They call it on the dole in England, right? That's what they say, on the dole. People live good lives over there on the dole. yeah. On the dole, and they make a living wage on the dole. That's a good place to be. England is a good place to be, except for the weather. But if you're in England, you're only a hop, a skip, and a jump away from Barcelona, right? Go to Barcelona and live the good life. Take your dole money down there. The thing about SSI, man, is you can't leave the country and continue to collect. Like if I wanted to go down to Mexico and try to live off my SSI, because you could do it down there, they'll cut you off when you leave the country if they find out, and they will find out. So it's kind of fucked up, man. But what are you gonna do? Scalise. I think I ran into him. Yeah, I don't remember much about him though. I did my last 5 years in a prison called Pekin, Illinois, and there was a lot of mob guys from Chicago there. A lot of them. Yeah. Tony Leisure was there. I don't remember the guy with a deformed hand. The only one with a deformed arm was that little fucking guy. I can't think of his name. I never can remember it. But he was like the head of the, what was it, the Genovese? No, Lucchese? I don't know. One of them fucking crews. I don't know. Yeah, man. Or else you could go live like in Thailand or fucking the Philippines or Mexico or someplace, and live good. Spend your day eating tacos and shit. I'm just watching that show, man, and they're talking about all the heroin that was coming in, and they stopped now. I'm pissed off as a motherfucker about that. Bearded. Who's bearded? Who are you talking about? Bearded. Yeah, but I'm telling you, that fucking fentanyl is not really a good high, man. It's not, it doesn't have the euphoria that heroin has. Heroin, man, makes me a pimp. I can talk to anybody. You know what I mean? Fuck, I can conversate with anybody when I'm high on dope. You know? I was in St. Louis, man, when I got out of Illinois State Prison. I copped some dope and I went to the bus station. I was waiting for a bus to take me back to here to Philadelphia. I met these girls, man, and I was talking my ass off, boy. They were, it was, I was like hanging on my every fucking word, man. I couldn't say the wrong thing. Yeah, it's nothing, bro. Yeah, they'll cut you off, bro. It certainly will. I don't fuck with PCP. Listen, man, like, I mean, if you want to come back like every like 60 days or just keep an address, like keep a fucking post, like you can rent a regular like address from like a normal address, like a street address, like where you have like an apartment and everything. You can get that from FedEx. FedEx has that. So, you know, your money comes to your account, but that will give you that they'll forward your mail through that address and shit, right? Uh, yeah, you get a virtual address. Yeah. So, I mean, if you do that, you can, you know, but God forbid they should ask you to come into the fucking, you know, office or something like that, you know, which they don't really ever do they? They never actually ask you to come into the office, do they? Yeah. I told them I made $218 one month from this fucking nonsense, this YouTube shit. And they knocked off 67 fucking dollars off my check, man. And I'm mad as a motherfucker. Not you what? What do you mean not you? Not me what? At a certain age, no, they don't what? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Explain it. Am I missing something here? All about the money. At a certain age, they don't what? Yeah, yeah. I don't think they'll ever ask for that. I really don't. It's just a question of getting the mail forwarded, and how long is it going to take to forward that mail to you wherever you're at? You know, because you want to be able to get it within. Because if there's something you have to do, you know, to respond in some way, like if you know, yeah. I don't. I think you're right about. I've never actually been called in, but they have asked me uh, to show them my bank accounts, like you know what I mean. They wanted to know like if I had money, and I had to show them my accounts. So, but exactly, bro. Listen, did you know? And I found this out recently. That, people are big are work like people who work for a living, like that work on the books, are being paid 27% less today than they were paying 40 years ago. Now, I'm talking about, okay, like 40 years ago, $1 million was $1 million. And now, I mean, like, and today, $1 million is only like, it's not as much, you know, but I'm saying within them parameters, it's still 26 or 27% less that people are getting paid. Given the fact that the money is, you know, worth less now than it was before. So like motherfuckers can't live off this shit, man, that they're making, you know. $18 an hour is what Walmart pays. Sometimes they get 16, 17. I never heard of anybody making more than 18 an hour. There's a lady that lives down the street here. Her car cost her $1,000 to fix her fucking car. She's been working at Walmart all of her life, and she can't afford to fix her fucking car, man, for $1,000. That's right. The rich get richer. These people that own these corporations, Bezos and them guys, they're filthy rich. They could afford to pay people more. Walmart, listen. Watch this. After, what is the net that Walmart gets paid in 2024? The net. Walmart annual net income was $19.5 billion. Net, that means after taxes, after they paid everybody off, after they paid their workers, they still came up with $19 billion in 1 year. How much does Walmart make per day net? $1.67 billion. That's one and like almost $2/3 billion a day. After they paid everybody off, after everything, they still make that kind of profit. Yeah. You tell me these motherfuckers can't pay better than $18 an hour? It's sickening. You're right. These rich people don't want to give nobody nothing. They don't need the money, but they want the money. Why do they want more money? Why do you need a yacht that's big as a fucking aircraft carrier? Why do you need that? Jeff Bezos has one that's half a billion. That's $500 million. And the people that put him there and bought him that yacht, the workers that made $16 and $17 an hour, they don't get to ride on that ship with him. The only motherfuckers that get to ride with him are big shots and movie stars and professional football players and oligarchs and shit. Motherfuckers like me and you can't get there. That's why I think we should kill them all and take their shit. For real. Fuck them. Yeah, that's inconsiderate. Yeah, I agree, man. See, but people, like, I guess we believe that they deserve that somehow. You know what I mean? Somehow we believe that they deserve because they got it, but they don't. You know, They don't deserve that. And that's what all this bullshit is now with Trump and all these other motherfuckers. Yeah. Long after we're gone, there's going to be a fucking there's going to be an upgrade. I don't see it happening anytime soon. Look what's happening in LA right now. You know, they're taking it to the street, and I agree with what they're doing, man. Somewhere along the line, it's going to be another revolution, and I can't begin to guess what's really going to end up happening, because how can I? You know, it's hard to call it, but it's coming. Guys, it's almost been it's 47 minutes. I'm going to cut it off right now and go to bed. Price of shit is ridiculous. It is, man. No, I'm saying I agree with the people that are, I agree with the Mexicans, man, for fighting for their fucking rights. That's what I don't agree with the government for, I don't agree with the government for what they're doing. You know, I agree with the fucking, with the revolution people, you know, the Mexicans. I guess that's who's fucking throwing down with them out there. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow night, 9 o'clock.